So can outsiders attend Amish church? So the answer is yes. However, it's not as easy as just kind of walking up to the church and walking in and sitting down in a back pew as you might do in some other churches. I've been to Amish church services probably around a dozen times in several states, different communities. A few things to keep in mind. So it's possible to be invited to Amish church, for that matter, to Amish weddings. I've even been to an Amish funeral, but you would need to be invited by someone. I mean, I suppose you could just roll up to an Amish church service and ask if you could join, but I don't know that would be the best way to go about it. And the other issue there is that most Amish, the vast majority, do not have church buildings. 98, 99% of Amish are going to be holding church in the home or at the home or in a property or building on the home property, like in a workshop or even in a barn. It may be held in the basement of the home or in a large room of the home. The location of the church is going to change every 2 weeks, right? Because Amish do hold church not every week, but every 2 weeks. And a few other things to keep in mind if you get invited to Amish church. It's a 3-hour service typically. Some can even go longer than that in the more plain Amish churches. Try to get there a little bit earlier. So if the church service is at, say, 9 a.m., try to get there 8:30, 8:45 at the latest. Typically before the church, if you're a man, you would go and shake hands and kind of greet all the men, usually out by, in the barn or in somewhere outside. Women would do something similar inside the home. Then you file in and the men and the women sit on separate sides of whatever room or building the service is being held in. So another thing to keep in mind, the church service will be in Pennsylvania Dutch or Pennsylvania German language, as well as High German, which is the Bible readings, for example, will be in High German, okay, prayers. So some preachers may use very minimal English, but you should not expect to understand a whole lot of the service if you're not familiar with those languages or if you're not familiar with a form of German. There is a fellowship meal afterwards. So after the service is completed, you will basically, using the same benches that you sat on for the service, those will be set up as tables. And then you'll have a simple meal of different things like cheese, pretzels, bread, church peanut butter, spread cheese, beets, pickles, some pie. So I have more on this in my video on 5 common things you see at Amish church, where I go into a lot more detail on it, so you can check that out here. So in a nutshell, outsiders can attend an Amish church who just need to get to know someone and get invited to be able to come to the service. So if you like this video, hit the like button. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. I look forward to sharing the next video with you next time. Thanks.